to welcome each and every one of you for the inaugural Chartered Accountants Ball, known as the Chartered Ball, here in Australia. Every event is made possible by the wonderful sponsors who come on board. And tonight we have our platinum sponsors, Finmart, who started as Finmart Finance Brokers in Albury, New South Wales in 2000, just founded by Bill Keynes and Nick Driver. The current principal owner, Mr. Buddhi Kasturiratna, joined the organization in 2016, and he, of course, headquartered the business here in Melbourne. While expanding the business in Australia, they still maintain offices in Albury and Lavington in New South Wales. Now, of course, Buddhi is a specialist in home, business and commercial lending. He's got nearly 30 years of experience with a proven track record. And of course, their services are all types of residential loans, business and commercial loans, equipment finance, personal loans, small and medium-term loans, as well as reverse mortgages. And their motto, also the gold sponsors, Jellis Craig in Monash. Now, you need no introduction for Jellis Craig. You know that they're one of the premier real estate agents here in Australia. You know, if you go through their website, which I did for my research, you realize that they've got this vast database where they match buyers with their homes. They've also got local and international real estate agents, or their experts, who actually make sure that if you're looking for a property, you're talking to the right people and they're matching you with the right property. On top of that, if you just go and visit their website, you realize there's much more that takes them away from any traditional real estate agency to one of the best here in Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold sponsor for tonight, Jellis Craig Monash. Sri Lankan Airlines, you need no introduction, the flying peacock. Bringing Sri Lanka to the world and the world to Sri Lanka, ladies and gentlemen, and they are coming on board the inaugural chartered ball as well. For us Sri Lankans who are lucky enough to call Australia home and Sri Lanka home, Sri Lankan Airlines always brings that nostalgic memories. Ladies and gentlemen, with a vision to be the global collaborative platform for the members of CA in Sri Lanka, the chapter here in Australia, without much wait, I'd like to call Mr. Anuruddha Dias, the chapter president here in Australia, to address the gathering.
Good evening. Distinguished invitees, CA members and their partners and families. Our fellowship just continues to flourish and grow more and more beautiful every time when we meet. We are stronger together. Among 313 guests gathered today, we have a presence of over 120 CAs. For the first time in Melbourne, Australia, to experience one of the most memorable nights. Chartered Ball 2023 is a real testimony that we stay focused to our purpose by facilitating social and networking and fellowship among members. We also expect part of the contribution from today's Chartered Ball to set aside for a scholarship fund to help disadvantaged students in Sri Lanka. At the beginning of this year, we set a bold mission to broaden our horizon. And in addition to the Chartered Ball, we have two other major events happening next week. An academic forum to foster greater collaboration with CA Sri Lanka, and a business forum in collaboration with the Consulate General Office in Melbourne to support economic redevelopment efforts in Sri Lanka. Now I would like to warmly welcome our chief guest, Mr. Sanjay Bandara, the President of CA Sri Lanka, who has traveled all the way from Sri Lanka. Thank you, Sanjay. And also, I would like to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Sandip Samarasinghe, Consul General of Sri Lanka to Victoria, South Australia, and Tasmania for gracing this inaugural Chartered Ball. Thank you, Ms. Samarasinghe. We have also an honor in welcoming two of the past presidents of CA Sri Lanka, Mr. Indrajit Fernandu and Mr. Johan Pereira. Thank you, Indrajit and Johan, for being here with us. We appreciate that. I would now like to acknowledge and thank the presence of our strategic partners, Navini Piris from CA ANZ and Richard Ferrier of CP Australia. Your support since the establishment of this chapter has been one of the cornerstones of our success. We are deeply grateful to both these institutions. I wish to recognize and thank the platinum sponsor of the inaugural Chartered Ball, Buddhika Kasturaratne of Finmart Finance Brokers and his team. And our gold sponsor, Paul Polychronidis of Jelly Craig Monash and his team. Thank you, Buddhika and Paul. And a big thank you goes to Mr. Satyan Mohan of Sri Lankan Airlines. And our appreciation also goes to all our souvenir advertisers and for their generous support. I also would like to welcome presidents and representatives from university alumni, namely University of Sri Jawadanapura, University of Colombo, University of Moratuwa, and University of Kelaniya, and other community association representatives present today. Your presence demonstrates the robust collaboration that we have built with your association over the past years. Now, the inaugural Chartered Ball would not have been possible without the support of the Executive Committee and the commitment and perseverance of the Chartered Ball Committee. Today's event is a result of meticulous planning, execution and hard work of the Chartered Ball Committee over the past 6 to 8 months. And I wish to extend heartfelt gratitude to the committee members and their partners for your invaluable contribution. I also wish to thank my wife Upendra for all the support given to me during these past 6 to 8 months. Now can I please ask the Chartered Ball Committee to come forward. Co-Chair Paitra Siriwadana, Milon Landers, Krishan Kanagaraja, Prasad Algama, Nilanta Perera, Ashad Perera, Irani Gammampila, Tushara Sovis, Indika Mohotige, Mahesh Ranasinghe, and Pitraj Soiza. Let's give a big round of applause to the team behind this memorable event. Thank you. Also, my appreciation goes to Grand Receptions for hosting the event and all other service providers for their contribution. Finally, a big thank you to all the wonderful people present here tonight. And the night is yours to enjoy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aniruddha Das, the chapter president here in Australia. Another round of applause, please. And now, can I call the president of Chartered Accountants in Sri Lanka, or Chartered Accountants of Chartered Accountants, the chapter in Sri Lanka, Mr. Sanjay Bandara, who's come to Australia all the way from Sri Lanka to address the inaugural Chartered Ball here in Australia. So Bandara, the floor is yours.
Good evening to all of you. I am delighted to be part of this colorful event. The first, or the inaugural Chartered Ball organized by CA Sri Lanka Australian chapter. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Aniruddha and Executive Committee of Australian chapter for inviting me to be part of this historic event organized by the chapter. Today, we have gathered not only to celebrate, but also to strengthen our bond as members of one family, that is, family of Chartered Accountants, or the family of the members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka. In Colombo, we organize regular networking events to facilitate networking among our members. But as far as our overseas members are concerned, overseas chapters of the Institute help us in organizing events of this nature to facilitate networking among our members. As most of you are aware, around 40% of our members are now working in overseas countries. And at the moment, we have 7 chapters, including Australian chapter. Recently, we formed a chapter. They are in Canada, the latest chapter added into our list of chapters. So all these chapters help our institute in organizing events of this nature to facilitate, especially networking among our members living in overseas countries. For that matter, last year, so we had 4 networking events in Middle East region. We had one in Dubai, one in Qatar, one in Kuwait, and one in Saudi Arabia. I'm very happy that, as Anuruddha said, Australian chapter is a relatively new chapter formed way back in 2019. And within a short period of time, I'm aware that Australian chapter has done a lot of work. So let me take this opportunity to thank all past presidents of the Australian chapter and the present president, Anuruddha, and the executive committee for organizing this event together with the academic forum and the business forum within next couple of days. So once again, on behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, so I take this opportunity to thank all past presidents of the Australian chapter and the present president and the council or the executive committee for organizing this the wonderful event. The events of this nature should not be used only for sharing business cards and casual conversations. I believe that we should use this kind of a gathering to strengthen our bonds, the relationship among ourselves, see a family. I met quite a few very senior members. I believe that they can share their experience with young members. That will be very useful for young members to develop their career here in Australia. So let me take 1 more minute of your valuable time because I was told that, Sanjay's speech is only for 5 minutes, right? So therefore, so let me take only 1 more minute of your time to make a special request from each and every one of you. That is, as most of you are aware, our country is undergoing a recession, right? So my request for all of you, so this is the time your country requires the support of each and every one of us. So therefore, so my request for all of you is to help our beautiful country to come out of this crisis whatever the way you can. As I said, so this is the time our country requires the support of each and every one of us. The most of the time what happens is we criticize A, B, C, D, but so we don't contribute as such for the economic revival of our country. So therefore, my request for all of you once again, as professionals, responsible professionals, we try our level best, we'll do something, we'll help our beautiful country to come out of this crisis. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Sri Lanka, Mr. Sanjay Bandara. Mr. Bandara, I'm going to ask you to come back onto the floor again, accompanied by the President of the chapter in Australia, Mr. Anuruddha Das, Mr. Milan Landers, and Ms. Pavitra Sirivardhana, to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Sanjay Bandara. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please. Now, whilst they're on stage, I'm going to ask them to stay on the floor. Ms. Milan Landers, Mr. Sanjay Bandara. I'm also inviting all the chartered accountants present here today to quickly come onto the floor for a photograph, because it is your inaugural ball. It's the first time that you guys are having this. Having formed the chapter in 2019, going through a couple of years of a pandemic, it's remarkable that you're able to put together this event. And it's an ode to who you are, your commitment to your cause, and of course, being present here, not just as accountants, but also business leaders, professionals, university lecturers. You know what you do. So if you can all come onto the floor very quickly so you can get a group photograph, and I'm quite sure that you should be able to get this photograph as a framed picture for your mementos as well after the night. If you speak to the photographer about it, I'm sure they can organize that. Gosh, that room emptied up pretty quickly. And now you know who are not chartered accountants here, including myself. If you turn towards the stage, please, everyone.
Here we go, guys. 1, 2. Stay there.
A big round of applause to yourselves. Absolutely remarkable. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for this for a while now, and they've been waiting. A big round of applause to the wonderful RJ and Ali.
Esa música que heredamos, hijos y nietos de los africanos, la que mezclamos con la española, con la francesa y la portuguesa, la que fundimos bien con la inglesa, por eso decimos que es una sola, timba con rumba y rock, mambo con conga y pop, salsa con Mozambique.
Ladies and gentlemen, RJ and Ali, and they're going to do something very special right about now. They're going to invite you to join them for their next number and follow them through with the moves. Is that right?
Yeah, your participation is much needed. So come and join us. We're going to show you some basics in a dance called bachata. All you have to do is follow RJ and myself.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Follow RJ and Ali, the bachata.
La luna che mi accompagna fino a te, in montagna, al mare, in una laguna, se ti trovo non è fortuna ma solo l'inizio dell'estate, le nostre litigate ce le paghiamo a rate, dai, adesso serve un posto un po' meno caldo e una casa per noi soltanto, e tu sai dov'è, dimmi dove e quando, dimmi dove e quando, da stasera non arrivo in ritardo e non ho più nessuna scusa stupida, non conta neanche il traffico che c'è, dimmi dove e quando, da stasera non arrivo in ritardo, senza tante parole, manda la posizione, oh, 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 dimmi dove e quando. Dimmi dove e quando. E se il tuo treno passa una volta, dimmi a che ora è. Arrivo prima che cada l'ultimo fulmine. E cerco un po' di tempo, cellulare spento per ballare senza reggaeton. Dimmi dove e quando, dimmi dove e quando, da stasera non arrivo in ritardo e non ho più nessuna scusa stupida, non conta
A big round of applause to RJ and Ali and to all of you. Some of you look like you do this every weekend. Especially Milan Landers. You saw him with his moves. Ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural Chartered Bowl. The year 2023 here in Australia. The Chartered Accountants chapter of Australia. Thank you for being here today and the sponsors as well. Now, before I introduce you to the band who's going to entertain you tonight, who is of course a very well-known dance band, an absolutely fabulous dance band here in Melbourne. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to Redemption.
Thank you. Okay. For me, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my children, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Beautiful song, ladies and gentlemen, to make your way to the dance floor. Used to spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching to the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. When you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Go road. When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me. When we dance, you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. The dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sounds of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. You ready for a little bit of sha-la-la-la-la, ladies? I want to hear you sing with me. Are you ready to sing? All right. Here we go now. There's still people sitting down. I want to see all of you on the dance floor. Come on. was at a dance when he caught my eye, sitting all alone, looking sad and shy. We began to dance, sway to and fro, and soon I knew I'd never let it go. Everybody, blame it on the bossa nova with its magic spell. ඔබගේ සමන්දෝත පාලා. Everybody come on. යෝන්. Little bit louder, come on. සොවින්නයි තැවෙන්නේ. මහසිනා සෙන්න ගියක් අයා. ලංවීරෙනි ඉන්න මහා ඔයා. යෝන් සීන ලෝකේ. යෝන් සීන ලෝකේ දිහා.
ලස්සන අඹ ගසක් සොයාලා ලස්සන කුඩුවක් සදාලා ලස්සන කිරිල්ලි මේ මාගේ ආවේ එක්ක යන්ට මං අතුසල අපිට හා 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 හේ රස බරපල බලන්න ලාලා කුඩුව වෙතට ගෙනවෙලා ඔයාගේ ළඟ ඉඳන් කවන්නම් ලස්සන කිරිල්ලි මේ මාගේ උදැසනින් මම බෙබෙදීලා පෙම්බර ගීතයක් ගයාලා ඔයාගේ සිත තුටින් තබන්නම් ලස්සන කිරිල්ලි මේ මාගේ කඩේ සතට ලස්සන අඹ ගසක් සොයාලා ලස්සන කුඩුවක් සදාලා ලස්සන කිරිල්ලි මේ මාගේ ආවේ එක්ක යන්ට මං වමඩා කඩේ ලස්සන අඹ ගසක් සොයාලා ලස්සන කුඩුවක් සදාලා ලස්සන කිරිල්ලි මේ මාගේ ආවේ එක්ක යන්ට මං
Table number 7 for a $250 hamper sponsored by Australian Migration for You, courtesy of Mr. Ashad Pereira. Thank you. Now the entrance sticker draw, which is a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label. If I could have Ms. Pavitra Sirivardhana to draw that for us, please. Ticket number 267. That's for the entrance ticket draw. Who's got ticket number 267? Ticket 267 for a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label. Thank you, Pavitra. To draw the raffle prizes, starting off with the top prize, if I could have Mr. Sanjay Bandara, the chapter president of Sri Lanka, to do the honors for a first prize, return air ticket to Sri Lanka, sponsored by Sri Lankan Airlines, and a complimentary stay for 2 at Cinnamon Bentata Beach on a half-boat basis, sponsored by Cinnamon Hotels. Raffle ticket number 0448. Inoka Galagedera, you win a return air ticket to Sri Lanka, sponsored by Sri Lankan Airlines, a complimentary stay for 2 at Cinnamon Bentata Beach on a half-board basis, sponsored by Cinnamon Sri Lanka. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Just for future reference, bring your raffle ticket with you. The second prize, which is another return air ticket to Sri Lanka, sponsored by Sri Lankan Airlines. If I could have the chapter president here in Australia, Mr. Anirudh Dias, to do the honors, please. Raffle ticket number 920. There's no name on it. Raffle ticket number 920. For the second prize, a return air ticket to Sri Lanka, sponsored by Sri Lankan Airlines. You've got the ticket, you've bought it. 920. Second prize, a return air ticket to Sri Lanka. 920 is the raffle ticket number. Mr. Anirudh Dias, if you do the honors, please. If I could have Mr. Buddhika Kasturi Ratna to draw the third prize, which is a complimentary stay for two at Heritage Tea Factory for 2 nights, sponsored by Aitken Spence Hotels, and a bottle of premium scotch. Mr. Buddhika Karunaratna, Kasturi Ratna. Raffle ticket number 613, 613. Who's got raffle ticket number 613? Now you win this, you could possibly make a deal with the person who's won the second prize because they've got a return air ticket but no hotel stay. You're winning a hotel stay, so could go either way, you know. So 613. For a complimentary stay for 2 at Heritage Tea Factory for 2 nights, sponsored by Aitken Spence Hotels, and a bottle of premium scotch. That is the correct ticket number, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause. Thank you, Buddhika. Fourth prize, a $250 service voucher sponsored by Chadston Toyota, and a $100 dinner voucher sponsored by Upali's Melbourne, Mr. Tushara Service. If you can please do the honors for us, please, to draw the winning raffle for the fourth prize. Raffle ticket number 470, 470, 470. Who's got 470? I hear yay somewhere. That's right, 470. For the fourth prize, thank you, Tushara. And for the fifth prize, a complimentary gift voucher sponsored by Sari Heaven, and a $100 dinner voucher sponsored by Goat House Restaurant. Mr. Milan Landers, if you can do the honors, please. Ash, you ready? All queued up? 0587, tickets number 587 for the fifth and last raffle prize for the night. A complimentary gift voucher sponsored by Sari Heaven, and a $100 dinner voucher sponsored by Goat House Restaurant. And if you check your tickets, come collect your winning prize. The dance floor is going to be open after that, all the way till 1 o'clock in the night. Maybe a little bit longer if the management allows us. I might be banned from the venue for saying that. Raffle tickets number 587. Who's got 587? Come on, you bought the ticket. Even if it's a gentleman, that's fine. You could get a voucher from Sari Heaven. And that's the past president of the chapter here in Melbourne. If I could just check your ticket. 587, correct ticket. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the formalities for the night. A big round of applause for the committee as well.
කොටි කහයට මම උපන්නේ නම ගිය තැන කිරදේ කොළඹය කියලයි කියන්නේ මුළු ලෝකය හතර වටේ කටසදට කොටි කහයට මම උපන්නේ නම ගිය තැන කිරදේ කොළඹය කියලයි කියන්නේ මුළු ලෝකය හතර වටේ සතර කටිය හැඩට වැඩට හරි සූරයෝ අපිත් කොළඹ කොල්ලෝ කෙල්ලෝ ටික හැඩට වැඩට හරි සූරයෝ අපිත් කොළඹ කෙල්ලෝ හා හේ අදුසා දාලට අපි කෝනේ කට්ටිය හා හා නිතරම හිතගත යොදන්නේ රසතන් සොයන්නටයි කෙනෙකුට කරදර නොදෙන්නේ අපි අන්තිම අහිංසකයි අතද නිතරම හිතගත යොදන්නේ රසතන් සොයන්නටයි කෙනෙකුට කරදර නොදෙන්නේ අපි අන්තිම අහිංසකයි කටි සතර හැඩට වැඩට හරි සූරයෝ අපිත් කොළඹ කොල්ලෝ හැඩට වැඩට හරි සූරයෝ අපිත් කොළඹ කෙල්ලෝ හෝ හා 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 අතිසර දාන්න අපිට අපුඩි ඕනේ මෙහිදී මුලදින දකින්නේ හොඳ හොඳ විලාසිතා තරුණියෝ නිතරම සිටින්නේ අප පිළිබඳ සිතා සිතා මෙහිදී මුලදින දකින්නේ හොඳ හොඳ විලාසිතා තරුණියෝ නිතරම සිටින්නේ අප පිළිබඳ සිතා සිතා හැඩට වැඩට හරි සූරයෝ අපි මෙල්බන් කොල්ලෝ හැඩට වැඩට හරි සූරයෝ අපි මෙල්බන් කෙල්ලෝ සුමිහිරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා හෙට මරුණත් හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා සුමිහිරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා හෙට මරුණත් හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා නොකා නොබිල් ඔබ කමට වස්තු සොයන්නේ මරුණු දාට කොෆින් එකේ අපි නිදියන්නේ නොකා නොබිල් ඔබ කමට වස්තු සොයන්නේ මරුණු දාට කොෆින් එකේ අපි නිදියන්නේ හොඳට ජොලි කරපන් සුමිහිරි පානේ පදවට ගහලා හෙට මරුණත් හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා සුමිහිරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා හෙට මරුණත් හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා හා පොඩාවට වෙරි ඩාන්ස් යද වෙරි ඩාන්ස්
බොරුවට වෙරි ඩාන්ස්
සෝඩා නොදේ විස්කි බ්‍රන්ඩි ගහපම් මල්ලි අලු කෙල්ලයි සුදු කෙල්ලයි එයි අත එල්ලි සෝඩා නොදා විස්කි බ්‍රන්ඩි ගහපම් මල්ලි අලු කෙල්ලයි සුදු කෙල්ලයි එයි අත එල්ලි සුමිහිරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා හෙට මරුණා හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා සුමිහිරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා හෙට මරුණා හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා හේ හේ අපුරිය කොනේ තාලෙට හා 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 කටිය බීලා නැද්ද Play the devil with the bottle, freedom in the bar. When you broke, don't worry, sell your lovely car. Play the devil with the bottle, freedom in the bar. When you broke, don't worry, sell your lovely car. Sumihiri pane, padamata gahala. Heta maruna, hitata sabai, ada jolly karala. Sumihiri pane, padamata gahala. හෙට මරුණා හිතට සපයි අද ජොලි කරලා අතිස්සලා අපිට තාලෙට ඕනේකෝ කටිනිය බීලා නෑ වගේ අම්බා ගන්නකො ඩප්පුඩියා හා හා Ring on Sunday, eat on Monday, dance on Saturday, die on any day. Drink on Sunday, eat on Monday, dance on Saturday, die on any day. Sumihiri pane, padamata gahala, hit marunat.
All right, boys. Ladies are the clear winners. Yay!
චොඩමණිකේ බලාලා යනව මේ අපේ ලෝභ නැතුව පඳුරු දාලා එනව මේ අපේ චොඩමණිකේ බලාලා යනව මේ අපේ චොඩමණිකේ බලාලා යනව මේ අපේ Telgala hisa pirala konde bandema Telgala hisa pirala konde bandema Ande telgala hisa pirala konde bandema Venna vole me yodila mange maludai Chudamanike balala yanwa me api Loba natuwa pandru dala enawa me api Ande chudamanike balala yanwa me api Chudamanike balala yanwa me api Kossuyala masuyala kanna dunne man Kossuyala masuyala kanna dunne man Kossuyala masuyala kanna dunne man Menna bole me ganita mange paludai Chodamanike balala yanama me api Loba natuwa pandru dala enama me api Anne chodamanike balala yanama me api Chodamanike balala yanama me api